Daveyskills, back again with your weekly dose of MX5 track guide goodness for the Global MX5 Series on iRacing. This week we're hopping back to Okayama for the full circuit, and for the first time on my channel I'm going to be using the correct corner names. How exciting! So we cross the line in 4th gear, and as we line up on the left hand side of the track, we're looking to spot our braking point for the appropriately named first corner. I like to use the tyre marks on the track. I brake slightly before them and drop down to 3rd gear. You can also use the Dunlop sign above you or the 100 board. However, I find these are less useful as you have to drive past them, whereas the tyre marks on the track, you can still see them before you brake. We're going to be braking hard initially, then we bleed off the brakes as we point our car towards the inside kerb. When the car is positioned nicely with 2 wheels on the kerb, we apply the power. This will drag your car to the outside of the track on exit. Looking ahead to turn 2, Williams, we line up our car on the right hand side of the track, and as you can see there's a small bit of track that sticks out with a bit of AstroTurf. That's our cue to brake. We apply a small amount of brake whilst keeping a comparable amount of throttle on to rotate the car. I really like to attack the kerb through this turn and get on the power early. With this technique you will need to apply the correct amount of throttle at the right time. Too much throttle and your car will start to rotate and you'll lose time. Not enough and your car will understeer and you'll end up in the gravel on exit. Once we've made it through Williams, we're back on full power through the Moss S and looking ahead to our Atwood curve. We brake just before the dirt on the edge of the track, drop the car down to 2nd gear and try to attack the kerb on the inside. Trail braking will be your friend here to get the car turning and pointing at the inside. You'll often find your car a little unsettled when you need to put the power back on. So ease back on the power a bit more than usual, then quickly upshift to 3rd gear. Try to keep the car on the inside of the track on exit, as the extra speed you gain from taking the wide line is not nearly enough to justify it. Following on from Atwood Curve, we're onto the longest straight of the track, reaching 5th gear if you're drafting. At the end of the straight, you've got the hairpin. Brake hard at the 100 board down to 2nd gear and begin to dive into the turn and aim for the kerb. As you approach the kerb, start to trail brake to help your car stick to the inside, and once you're about halfway through the hairpin, you'll need to get back on the power. On exit, you're looking to keep the car in the middle of the track. This makes the next turn, Revolver, much easier. You upshift to 3rd, then throttle brake and turn where the dirt is on the track. You're looking to really attack the inside of Revolver, taking a whole load of kerb. As you straddle the kerb on the inside, you'll need to apply the power and drift right out beyond the expected track limits. Staying in 3rd gear, approaching Piper, drive over the dirt. This is your cue to turn in and cover the brake. Only about 15 to 20% to get the car turning. As your car is unsettled, you'll need to either be smoother on the throttle or be ready to compensate with steering. Next up we have turn 8, Redman. Use the 50 board as your brake marker, brake hard into 2nd gear and aim for the inside kerb. Keep the car tight, trail braking will help you here. Halfway through, begin to apply the throttle smoothly. As the car comes away from the kerb, you can go full power. After Redman we have Hobber, lining your car up centrally on the track in 2nd gear, let the car hit the limiter and then trail brake. Again, keeping the car tight to the inside, applying the power smoothly on the kerb, then full power as soon as possible. Be careful not to spin the wheels too much here. Up to 3rd gear and into Mike Knight corner. Turn in early. You'll need to half throttle the car as you approach the kerb. As soon as you're over the kerb, it's back to full power and eyes forward to the last corner. Braking just after the end of the kerb on our left. Hold the brake around 50%. This will scrub speed but also load the front tyres up enough so you can turn the car. Once again we aim for the inside kerb and put the power down smoothly as your car is positioned on it. As you can see, I'm a little too aggressive in putting the throttle on and the back end kicks out. Remember to use all the track on exit. Up to 4th gear and across the line for a time of 1:46.84. As always, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, always appreciated. I will let the uninterrupted cockpit and chase cam laps play through now. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you guys next time.